Number one, comparing yourself to others. This is something that even experienced composers are not immune to, including myself. This is something that it has to do a lot with the mindset, and I have done so many videos on mindset. But for beginners especially, this can be a tough thing to overcome. You start looking at others, what they're doing, you start to compare your own music and your abilities. And the most important thing to know here is that there will always be somebody ahead of you and somebody behind you. Somewhere in there you find yourself in the middle. But if you understand that somebody's already ahead of you and there will always be somebody behind you, you can find some inner peace in knowing that you don't need to compare yourself to anybody. Number two, not embracing your true nature. This has to do a lot with number one, but the reality is that if you're not embracing who you really are as a musician, as a composer, as a producer, you are really denying the only thing that you have in your favor. When I first got started, I was looking around, comparing myself, and I was looking around to see what others were doing, and I realized that a lot of composers do play the piano. They are keyboard players. The reality is that I am a guitarist. I am a guitar player. I come from a rock background, and the guitar is my main instrument. It took me a long time to embrace my true nature. My best-selling tracks are acoustic, and my best-selling tracks are anything that has to do with the guitar. It doesn't mean that I haven't embraced other types of music with other instruments as the main instrument, like for example the piano. I certainly have done a few compositions that are just strictly piano. Number three, a negative mindset towards the market and towards the process. The process is pretty much just build a catalog online of something that is going to be of value to somebody else. That somebody else can be a YouTuber, that somebody else could be a podcaster, that somebody else can be a company who is looking for music for their latest commercial or ad campaign. When we approach a marketplace or an industry, especially when we're talking about the music industry, and here we're talking about music licensing, there is a lot of negativity already. We don't need to add to that. We know that things are changing, things are evolving, they will always be changing, they will always be evolving. We have seen that not only in music, but we have seen that across different industries. Our job as composers and musicians who want to earn money online is to be always evolving. But if you're in the beginning stages and you're in the early stages of putting your foot into music licensing, and by far the easiest way to start this process is by selling your music on royalty-free libraries, you cannot go into this industry with a negative mindset. It took me 1 whole year for me to make my very first sale. Throughout that process, I encountered multiple rejections. I encountered defeat again and again and again. Throughout the whole year, I didn't experience not even one single sale. I could have come from a place of negativity to say, is that it? You know, 6 quid for this? A whole year? Instead, I got really excited. I wish I would have started documenting my journey here on this YouTube channel back then. Day 1, no sale. Day 2, no sale. A year later, still no sale. Oh, 1 sale. How much did I earn? It all comes down to the mindset and how you perceive things. If 1 sale is not good enough for you after a whole year, I'm not going to judge you. This is just part of my journey. I have grown so much after that, and my success has been mostly because of mindset and has nothing to do about my qualifications or what I'm good at or not. And this is why I do these videos. This is why this channel was created, because I do believe the mindset is as important as the music itself. If you're new to music licensing or to royalty-free libraries, you would like to learn on how to get started, go to my website, stockmusiclicensing.com/start. You will have a few free resources to get you started. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and as always, rock and roll, and here's to your success.